Hi there. Welcome to your daily dose of dopamine with Robert Cochran
Hi
and
there.
me, Susan Scarlett, who have found ourselves in the midst of a conversation about criticism
Right.
and the insensitivity that comes and the armor that sometimes people build around themselves to protect themselves from maybe even the ugliness they're putting out there coming back or whatever. And we had just begun to shift the conversation from what those people are missing is well, what the isolation is all about is isolation. They're not having real dialogue, real communication, not having a chance to understand the other guy's perspective. And so I was just beginning to look at what what is that? Why is communication important? Why is
Well, good.
understanding each other?
Yeah, I love your approach because what you're saying, instead of criticizing the critic, let's talk about what we get from being the other side, right?
Yeah,
Is that what I'm hearing?
that's exactly, yes, that's it. And what,
So I
yeah,
think yeah, I'll just throw out, I think we're speaking about humanity and on a large scale. I think we're talking about trust in humanity as a species. I think we're talking about society. And we're not hardwired to trust each other for thousands of years of you know, warlike separated abilities, right? And practicalities,
yeah, survival. I don't know that we would have
survival.
survived if we didn't all kill each other off. And, you know,
And we have killed each other for skin, race, for religion, whatever else. We picked reasons to separate and divide. More than ever, we have this opportunity now that whether we like it or not, we are connected on a deeper level than this species has ever known. And I think instant karma in the John Lennon idea
yeah,
is possible. It really it's a mindset that says, I'm going to lay this down, these armors in various forms. We've talked about them, and I'm going to see you for who you are. I'm going to hear you for who you are. And I'm going to yes and that, even if I don't get you. That's why Brene Brown's teaching is so important on this. Someone's expressed an emotion, an opinion, a feeling about something that you've never experienced before. And rather than criticize that and tell them they're wrong to feel it or they're misaligned, we say, I hear you, I don't understand, and I accept that's true what you're feeling. Tell me more. Teach me.
yes, and let's talk.
Yes.
What did that word mean? Where's the, how does that fit into this? Absolutely.
It requires humility. You have to accept you're going to get it wrong.
That's why I was kind of recently drawn back to that song from Footloose.
Yes.
I couldn't remember the name of it,
Let's
but I
hear
could.
it for the boy.
Let's hear it for the boy. I could picture that kid so awkward and yet trusting and allowing himself to, in front of another person, not do well and ask for help and slowly get an understanding. It wasn't that he got better. He had his own version of how to dance by the end of that video.
And that's the key. It's not about being right. It's about being truthful, right? And dance is such a beautiful expression of that. You know, I am much more, my path to dance came from DJing for years. I was not a good dancer as a kid, really, but I love music. And from watching music videos over the year and spending time in the DJ booth, I learned rhythm. And after learning rhythm, now to this day, when I go on a dance floor, it makes me so happy. Just at my cousin's wedding over the weekend, people come and go, my God, you got some moves. And I am thrilled.
That's so cool. That's
Yeah.
way cool.
And I have trained as a dancer. I should say I took some ballet, I took some modern, I took some jazz, been in musical theater, all that. That was after though, this other side though. And again, those things I don't show up on the dance floor with those things. I'm not doing grease on the dance floor unless somebody plays it. And yeah, but I mean, the point is whatever's playing, the rhythm and just what you said, the personal expression of what movement feels like to me. That's why I focus on that much more than dance, because dance becomes one of those words of what is correct or not dance. So you think you can dance, you know? Um, just like singing, that has this thing of, oh, either you can or you can't. No, no, no. everyone can sing, everyone can dance, everyone can do all of these things. It may look different than what you're used to through certain levels of training, but
Bingo.
there's no difference in terms of expression, of
Yeah.
joy, or participation, which is so important. Engagement.
All the people who have responded to the idea of yaks by saying, "Oh, no, that's not for me," or I'm not, what giving themselves that chance to trust for the moment that if they look what they want to judge as silly, or they say something or do something that they've never done before, make themselves vulnerable, allow themselves to be in the room. It's just amazing the transformation that can take place just simply by dropping that armor, dropping that guard, not letting you living your life based on somebody else's standards, but just saying, if the deep inside you're like, I wish I could do that, or that's kind of cool, or something made you go take those dance classes, Robert. You something made you wouldn't have done that
It was
if
yes
you
and.
wanted to, whether it was.
It was all yes and, incremental yes and I think when we allow ourselves to live that way and think of that way, we'll be in awe of what we can achieve and who we can become.
You know what else? I'm not sure
Can I
people.
can I position that for our next one, because we're past our time? Do you have something? Or do you want
Just
to
that
cap
I'm not
this?
sure. I'm not sure people know when the potential is there, so we can come back to that.
Good. We're not sure why the people know you're not sure that people know their potential is there. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, there's a yes.
Good. Let's lead with that on our next one. We'll see you on the next Daily Dose.